Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? I have no need of deception. And even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. You motherfucker. I just have to accept that you don't lie, and that if you were, I wouldn't know? Of course it's raining. Small favors. Lena is gazing solemnly upward, and it is not difficult to guess what occupies her mind. Vorthry's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outbursts. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties. Especially not now. Could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I'd feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Please, give them my thanks. I'm a little worried about Thancred. He took a serious attack and coughed out blood in that cinematic. How you doing, buddy? You okay? You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask that you speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone to the hortorium? Ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. That seems rude, but okay. Oh, Redzy, what are you doing here? It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless. I promised to be right back, and yet here I am. I know that I need to be better. I'm only allowed to be a part of this because I'm Minfilia, and I need to be more like her. All I do is make mistakes and put others in danger. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamil. Ah, Minfilia told me that you would be bringing the rest. A potent medicinal herb that very much smells the part, so named for its pointed leaves. What? Elven dill, huh? That's what kids are calling it nowadays. Alright. Marvellous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield. You've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spadrakes in good working order, the Crystarian's people will be well cared for. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see. He was there on the battlefield with me. But only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vorthry said is true. If our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the warrior of darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end. Just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. A smile better suits a hero. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alpha now. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest tomorrow I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? Alright, Crystal Boy, how are you feeling? Because the last time we interacted with you, you were also a little bit tired. Welcome, my friends. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what needs to be done. Now, least of all. Okay, the whole gang are here.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Emmet?
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
Sassy.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
Please don't say, because I have been absorbing Light Wardens, I act as a beacon and they are able to go wherever I go and it's my fault, because I don't think I can take that.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
I'm happy to accept it's all Vorthri's fault and nothing to do with me.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Amh Araeng?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Amh Araeng. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Minfilia. If we travel to Amh Araeng, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back.
Oh. I don't know if I could take it. I don't know if Thancred could take it.
What do you think?
Don't.
But what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
Yeah, because Thancred knows, and this Minfilia doesn't, that if she summons her back, would the other Minfilia take over completely? Or didn't she say that this Minfilia would have to offer herself up? But that might be fulfilling that condition, and then it's over for her.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now.
Emmet, don't be rude.
The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
Now he's back to being crazy again. Emmet, baby, please.
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
Good question. I don't know if you're going to get a good answer, though.
Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Amh Araeng we go.
Yeah, well, hey, whoa. Listen, you don't make the decisions here. Even though you probably are already making the decisions here, and I just need to get on board with that ship, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet, okay? So, no. Maybe.
I'll meet you at the gates.
What craziness is going to come out of your mouth now, Grandpa? Will you never grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask me, ask. I can just ask about Zodiac? Oh my god. As I told you before, Zodiac is the creation of my people. The first people. We summoned him, as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. And, like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no resisting such power. And so we Ascians came to exist solely, bring about the rule of darkness. His darkness. And of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. Though that is only to be expected, given their innate inability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I'm repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really? I have no need of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. You motherfucker. Then, I just have to accept that you don't lie? And that if you were, I wouldn't fucking know? Sick. I love that for me. Great. Just great. Everything's gonna be just fine. Now, Amh Araeng lies in the southern reaches of Amh Araeng, and there are 2 routes that we can take to get there. Ooh, this is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Soak. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the hills of Amber. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it will be safer to take the western route. Which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw your Moran's attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. I cannot deny that it is a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. At least she's being honest. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting VoR3's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. The gang are splitting up. I never like the splitting up. I really don't like the splitting up. I just want everyone to stick together so that we stay safe and strong and look out for one another.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
It's these little bastards again. Uh-oh. Were we about to crack the sack? Was that what it was? Is that what it was called? The cracking of the sacking? Do the voice. What voice?
Can I interest you in some rock wrigglers? Juicy and wiggly. No? Is there something else I can help you with?
Cracking of the coin purse. Yeah, that's totally what I meant. Not the cracking of the sack. No. No. I definitely didn't say that. That is a surprise. Not many bound for Amh Araeng these days. I do know of a trolley that was once there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that we will keep it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Amh Araeng. We were hoping that trolley there might offer a solution. I realise that we haven't got off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley? The trolley? You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. What is happening here? We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little need of transport in these days. But that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it travelling the track once again would make hearts sore. Mark my words. These two are giving me Biggs and Wedge energy. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together? It's a slight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of how the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. I'll introduce you. Right, it looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. This is it. Welcome to Twine. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you to understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much of a choice. Let's go meet the man. This is Magnus. Hey, buddy. You've been tucking away the wine, I see.
Who are you supposed to be? I've never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked White, if you're gonna bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still.
Methinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Amh Araeng, so they came to ask you about the trolley, you see.
What? There's nothing in the Amh Araeng. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up.
No. We must reach Amh Araeng. I must.
Ah, so you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin. Nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams.
We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Amh Araeng. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why.
No. I'm sick of people asking me about that blasted thing. Leave me be.
It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part?
Eorzean.
This isn't a matter of fate, Eorzean. It's about choice. And I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. I'm sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car that we have here if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. Jarek, I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. That might have been TOS, bro. Ain't gonna lie. Thou art come to examine the Telos? Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. The means to build Telos stone by stone are lost to us, it is true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through the Telos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment. Endowment? Come on, Thancred. Thancred? Come on, Eorzean. You got this. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Telos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Telos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Or the sad music's playing in Minfilia, so I don't know. Alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Right then, the Telos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ether conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos' bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thafe or someone else. Back to the tavern then. We are about to learn some more horrible truths.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was.
Okay, voice acting. I used to get so excited by voice acting, but Shadowbringers now has introduced a new layer of fear when a new character is introduced with voice acting. So I just gonna hope it's all gonna be okay.
When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Damn it. He lost his son, then his wife. Oh, dude. Be gentle, Thancred.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home's...
No, it clicked.
I thought to try and drown my sorrows. But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Yeah.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Amh Araeng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Thank you, bro. You gonna make me cry? That was quite a lot of emotion for Thancred. I'm glad that he was as gentle with that as he was. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. All I'm gonna say is Moonbreeder. We must need to procure a new heart for the Talos. Thaf, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all of the veins were tapped dry years ago, though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthion and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Redzy, I think it's best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. It would be unwise to ignore his distress. We gotta help our boy. Speaking of our boy, where in the sweet gods, how far away is my man gone? I can't even see him on the map. Am I being blind? He walked off in this general direction. Huh? Oh, okay, it's an area thing. Right. And he's just here. I'm just fucking blind. Right. Off to somewhere, are you? We are, buddy. You're coming with. At last, the lead on the stone that we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way.